Have you ever left something that almost killed you and you had to fight yourself not to miss it? That's what it's like when the trauma was loud, but the peace is quiet. You forget what survival cost you because chaos is a better actor than safety. There's something no one tells you about survival. Getting out was just the first battle. Staying out, that's the war behind the war. Because once you leave the chaos, the silence can feel like a setup. Your body starts craving what your soul begged God to destroy. The very thing that broke you starts whispering like it's home again. But you didn't survive the fire just to go back and play in the ashes. You barely made it out. Barely. And that's why today's episode is your storm warning. Storm warning for the patterns, the people, and the parts of you that would try to drag you back to what you escaped. Not everyone who leaves Egypt gets to make it to the promised land. Some turn around, some get stuck, some don't make it because they kept looking back. This is for the version of you that wants to return because familiar pain is easier than unfamiliar freedom. We're not doing that anymore. You escaped, but still being hunted. Just because you left the place doesn't mean the place left you. Your phone is quiet, but your body is still ringing. Your thoughts sound like old arguments. Your nervous system still hears footsteps that aren't there. You're checking shadows in daylight because the danger was that deeply programmed. This is what people don't understand. You don't just move on, you detox. Spiritually, emotionally, biologically. Because the longer you stay out, the more power you reclaim. And not everyone who lost access to you wants to see you survive without needing them. You escaped. But now you've got to stay out. And that's a decision you have to make every single day. Familiar pain is still a trap, even when it feels like home. There's a dangerous moment after liberation when peace feels boring and your body starts confusing stillness with punishment. You'll remember the one time they bought you flowers, not the 100 times they left you bleeding emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You'll romanticize the very environment that made you forget who you were. But that ache to return, it's a test. It's a ghost. It's a trap. And if you're not careful, you'll turn around like Lot's wife. The aftershock isn't a sign you made the wrong choice. You'll feel it in your bones before your brain catches up. The dizziness, the brain fog, the panic in your chest, even though you're safe now. It's not regret. It's not weakness. It's aftershock. And if you're not careful, you'll misdiagnose detox as failure. But this pain isn't punishment. It's recalibration. You're reteaching your body what safety actually feels like. What you're feeling isn't proof that you fail. It's proof that you finally left. It's a confirmation that you made it out. Familiar faces will call you back, but not everyone misses you for the right reasons. After the escape comes the outreach. Suddenly, the ones who broke you miss you bad. The ones who ghosted you feel led to check in. The ones who watch you suffer just want to talk. But it's not about you. It's about the access they lost. The energy they used to feed from. The version of you that was quiet, exhausted, and easy to manipulate. They don't miss your presence. They miss your silence, your submission, your confusion, your obedience. They miss abusing you. They miss using you. They miss hurting you. Well, you are not responsible for their rewrites. Your healing is not a priority to them. Returning a call, returning a text should not be a priority to you. They'll act like you committed a crime just because you chose yourself. You left a situation that was spiritually suffocating, and they acted like you slaughtered their legacy. They quoted scripture. They said a woman should stand by her man. They tried to shame you with religion and tradition while turning a blind eye to the adultery, dishonor, destruction. But here's what they'll never admit. It took more faith to leave than it ever did to stay. They didn't rescue you. They didn't hold your hand. They don't get to shame you for surviving. You didn't break the covenant. You broke a curse. And they'll never understand the cost because they never had the courage to cash it in. Don't let the ghosts of your old life pull you back into character. The whispers come softly. Maybe you overreacted. Maybe you weren't patient enough. Maybe you made them act that way. No, love. That's not God. That's guilt. That's grief. That's spiritual confusion designed to lure you back. You don't sign the old contract. You don't shrink back into the character they loved to control. Because the only thing waiting for you back there is the version of you who almost didn't make it out. Divine extraction, when heaven had to intervene to save you. This wasn't a breakup. It was a spiritual rescue mission. Every angel with wings and fire was on assignment because your timeline was in danger. You were slipping. Your power was leaking. Your identity was being erased by false covenant. God said enough, and heaven came for you. You didn't walk away clean. You crawled out half dead, half awake, and still apologizing for the smoke. But this wasn't just a relationship. It was a system, and you broke free. You weren't just leaving a house. You were leaving a trap designed to destroy your assignment. And now that you're out, don't you dare look back. The exit was the beginning. Now comes the becoming. You're standing in the space you prayed for, but it feels foreign. You feel like a stranger in your own body. You don't know how to sit in peace without flinching, squirming, moving. But this is the part where the rebuilt woman steps forward. Ask yourself, who am I without the war? What do I want to build from the wreckage? You didn't just survive the fire. You remember you were the fire. Alchemize your pain into power. This is the you becoming. What to do with the silence after the war? The silence isn't punishment, it's purification. This is when the voices separate. Your intuition comes back online. Your body learns to belong to you again. And when you cry, let it come. You're moving out old energy. Let it come. What to do with the stuckness? You shift it. You sift it. You sort it. You ask, is this mine? Does this belong to me? Is this mine? If it's not, you give it to God. Or you send it back, but you don't hold it. And the next time someone tries to pull you back into the chaos, you give them the most powerful response you've got: silence. Before we close, let's call back and reclaim your energy. Place your hand on your chest or your womb. Say this aloud or let the words fall into your spirit. I release what was projected onto me. The names I never claimed. The roles I didn't consent to. The burdens that never belonged to me. I release spiritual residue from relationships, family systems, contracts, and cords, known and unknown. I return the confusion. I return the shame. I return the energetic signatures they tried to tattoo into my identity. And now, I call back my essence. I call back my clarity. I call back my gifts from every person, place, lie, and timeline. From every shadow that tried to take my light and wear it like it was theirs. I don't just proclaim it. I protect it. I bless it. I anchor it. And I remind it, you are safe with me now. You didn't imagine it. You didn't exaggerate. And no, you weren't too sensitive. You saw it. You felt it. You survived it. And now you don't have to explain it. You are no longer the girl who begged to be believed. You are the woman who knows what the truth feels like in her body. This isn't about bitterness. This is about boundaries. This is about choosing your future over someone else's false redemption arc. They didn't survive what you did. They don't get to narrate what it meant. You made it out. You've been cleared. You've been covered. You have been called. This is not the season to turn around. This is the season to become. This is Empowered Shadows. Thank you for listening.